Hello, Aries. Welcome to your reading. I'm picking a card for the overall energy of this message. Let's see. Oh, wow. This is a lot of cards. All right. The first card that we have is discernment, and it says inner knowing, seeing the true nature of something or situation. Subtle and distinctive details, intuition, instinctive understanding without conscious reasoning. And then we have strength. And it says fortitude, holding firm, taming oneself, discipline, and restraint. And then we have disconnection. And it says break in connection, no communication, and separation. I feel with this, Aries, you guys' overall energy of this message is there's a need to utilize your discernment and to be courageous as well as strong with this challenge that you guys are facing. I feel that this could very well be a disconnection from someone you know and love, someone you care about. It could be not being in the inner circle or the inner knowing of a particular group, or feeling almost on the outs. And I feel that the lack of knowing, and then the first card out we have is the Seven of Cups. It's the lack of knowing either how to progress forward alone or how to progress forward with this particular group of people or a particular person. It's almost as if you need more information that you're not getting, because there was some sense of a disconnect that occurred here. And this very well could be, it could be a romantic relationship. We've been having a lot of that coming up in the signs prior to you guys. So this could be in a romantic relationship of not really knowing how to proceed. It could be a person that potentially ghosted, took a step back, didn't really give clarity of where you guys stand, and you're not really sure how to proceed forward. You're afraid of making the wrong decision or jumping to conclusions. Do they need more time? Do I need to just move forward? Is the vibe I get in reference to this being a partnership. And with the strength card, it would really be saying that there's a need for you to tune into your discernment. You need to hear spirit to get the clarity that you're seeking to know how to proceed forward. And you need to tap into your own inner strength and courage in order to have that wherewithal to move forward, because there's a lot of variables here that are unknown. And I feel you guys are kind of in a place where you're not taking any steps because it's a fear of making the wrong decision, but there's very much a need to tap into your discernment, because any form of confusion that you guys are experiencing at present, all of that can be cleared with tuning into your intuition. And if not your intuition, just listening to your gut. It's that strong feeling in your lower tummy that gives you a very clear choice on what to do, regardless of what the external variables are. Because I feel how you guys move forward, it's a need to move forward devoid of external variables or being concerned with what people will think or how that would affect other people. It's you guys needing to progress forward with what is best for you. And on the other side of this, I can see how having so many options or a lack of clarity can cause you guys to kind of disassociate. And what I feel is happening here is more or less a trigger. So I'm feeling for the person who would resonate with this, there's a trigger related to not knowing. It's almost as if you've orchestrated your life in a way that you're always in the know. You're always aware of what's going on with other people, or you're very preemptive in if a person, so you could be a highly sensitive person. You're very preemptive when it comes to how people may be perceiving you, or when a friend is upset, or when things are kind of off. But for some reason, this thing you've always relied on. And I feel it's kind of using your discernment for things like that. Something that you've always relied on, like reading the room or picking up on vibes. There's something that's preventing you from doing that. And I really feel that this is a divinely influenced type of thing, because whatever method it is, and I mean, for some of you, this could literally be like pulling tarot cards on something every time you need to make a decision, or going to tarot readings or tarot readers or psychics or what have you, in order to get clarity to make a decision. And this is almost as if every single card that you pull, every single reading that you get, there's some sort of a disconnect, because it cuts out right when it tells you what you should or shouldn't do. And I can co-sign this, because something that I've seen for a lot of signs prior to you guys is just that. It's almost as if all of the readings are laid out to where here's, what's going on. You have option 1 and you have option 2. Can't really tell you which one's the right one or the wrong one. You have to tap into your discernment to choose. So it could be being in a situation like that. And the purpose for this happening is Spirit is trying to get you guys to tap into your inner strength, because you haven't been using that. It's almost kind of being lazy and relying on other people or other mediums to kind of, sway you to what decision to make. And now you're kind of being backed into a corner where it's like all of these paths, a decision needs to be made and no one has an answer for you type of deal. And I feel the biggest issue that you guys are facing in reference to this, that's kind of exacerbating this energy, if you will, lies in the 5 of Cups in the reverse, as well as the 9 of Wands in the reverse, because it's fears from your past that are coming up. The reason why you guys were in this position in your life to where you kind of were always in control, always knew what was going on, who was where, and how things are, set up, and who's doing what and things of the sort. Why you guys had that is because it gave you a sense, and I'm being told to say false sense of security. It gave you a false sense of security, and it made you feel safe so that you would never have to experience what this disappointment was, what this grief or this loss was, right? Because I feel whatever this is, it's something that happened sometime in the past, and you guys felt as if you didn't see it coming. And it's more or less that way back when you were more free-spirited, about things. And when this disappointment happened, you were like, mm-mm. So you became very structured with things, but this is what's being triggered up, because it's almost as if you're being transported back to this past event. And this is exactly what you've tried to prevent with everything it is that you've done. How you set your life up to this point was to prevent yourself from ever being in this situation, so you don't experience this again, right? But I feel why this is coming up is, if this situation did not play out like this, right, you would continue to not utilize your discernment the way that it would behoove you. And you would stay in this point of being disconnected, especially if you have intuitive gifts and you have been relying on a lot of other people, like whether you have dreams and instead of you sitting down and getting clarity on your own dreams, you're going to other people to get them to interpret your dreams, or, you read your own cards, but you're relying on other people, there's some sense of this where the buck is being stopped here, and it doesn't feel good. I understand that it's not comfortable, but it's happening for your higher good in the bigger picture, because you need to tap back into your strength, because you're not operating out of that anymore. You disconnected from your own strength, and you've allowed something or someone to become your crutch, right? So it's all about tapping into your own intuition, your own discernment, trusting your gut, having the courage to make the choice so that you can break out of this stagnant energy, Aries. I hope that this helps. I'm going to continue to play this energy out. and you guys extended. So if you're interested in watching that, follow me on over to my network and all of the other platforms that I'm on. You can find the links to those in the description box below this video. But if not, I love your face, and I will see you guys sooner than later, my friends.